Hey, I've got a brand new trick, so here we go. All right, so I think this is a great trick. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take some cards right off the top. Just get rid of some, so there's no way you can think that I know what these cards are, because I just took this many cards off the top. So I think that should make it seem pretty fair. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spread through and have you find a card anywhere you want. Just point, tell me which one you want. Could be down here, this one right here. All right. Okay, I'm gonna show it to the camera. Have you memorize it? Got it? Okay, we'll set it down. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make some random piles. Just totally different, so you can't think there's a stack or anything again, because in fact, how about I drop 2 here and 1 here and 2 here and 1 here. So they're even different numbers. 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2 maybe, 2 more. Yeah, just crazy. All right, used all the cards. So some have maybe 6, 8 cards. Some have maybe 10, 12 cards. They're all different and all totally random. Okay, now I would take your card and I would say, which pile do you want me to put it on? So let's say you say over here. You want it on this pile right here, okay? Okay, now, you want me to put one on top of it? This one? Put it on top. Pick up the whole thing, put it over here on top of this. And then maybe this one goes on top. All right, so you're happy? All right, I'll even let you cut it. Okay, so it's totally mixed up. Your card is somewhere in there. We have no idea where. So now what I'm gonna do is a little bit of magic. Spin the cards around like this. And I've got to find your card. Your card was, unbelievably, it's right here at the end. I believe your card was the 10 of hearts. Now that's a pretty good trick. All right, so I'm going to do a tutorial with this also, I think, because this came up with a crazy scenario. What I'm looking for is you see 5 and 2, and 5 and 2, and 5 and 2. Well, I'll show you the trick in a minute, but here's 5 and 2. So what you're looking for is a card in between the 5 and the 2. So in this case, it came out 5, 10, 2. So I automatically know this has to be the card because there's no cards between this 5 and 2 or this 5 and 2 or this 5 and 2. So that's the setup. So this is a beautiful trick. I'm glad it worked out this way. It's usually not going to work this way, but if it does, again, you see the 5 and a strange card, you know that has to be the card because there's the 2. But normally it's going to end up something like this, where it would end up in between. So then again, you look at all, there's a 5 and a 2, no card in between, so you know it's not them. Nothing here, and there's the card. Every time it'll be between a 5 and a 2, okay? All right, so that's what happened in the trick. But now let's get back to the actual trick. There is a setup, obviously, with 5s and 2s. But it's a great trick. I haven't seen this one. So this is the first time I've tried it. And it really has great results, I think. Okay, so we have 4. I need one more 5. There it is, okay? All right, so the setup is these 5 cards go on top. These random cards we just put below. And then the 4 2s go on the bottom, okay? So here's what it actually looks like. 5s and 2s. Now, the reason why I took these cards and got rid of them is because I just wanted to use less cards because it takes you longer to make piles and everything else. So how I did that, to cut to the exact spot where the 5s are, I put a little bend in the card, okay? See that right there? So from the front, you can't see anything. But so let me show you like this. Doesn't look like anything, but from the back, you can see the little, well, if I show it even closer, that bend helps me go right to that exact spot where the first 5's on top, okay? So you go like that. So you can do a fake cut, whatever you want to do. And then I go, let's just get rid of some cards. So I just pick it up carefully. And the bend, I used a joker because I didn't want to bend a regular card. So that bend, of course, now, when I take it off, I don't show it, but that's how you get it. And then, of course, now, we're right on top of our 5's, okay? So I think that's a great start. No setup, because I cut some cards, and then you can reinforce it by going, look at how many cards we took off the top. So that helps make the trick seem more fair to me. Okay, then I know people worry about, well, what if they pick a 5 at top or a 2 at the bottom? Well, you don't let them do that, okay? So I'll show you how to do that. I don't even start saying pick a card until I get past these 4. So I go, all right, now what I want you to do, and I'm already on the 7th or 8th card, I want you to pick a card out of the deck. And you see I go slow. I'm going to pick a card. Again, don't go too far though, because again, these 4 2s are down here. You don't want that. So again, just casually. All right, I want you to pick a card. So how about just point to one, like this one right here? Okay, good. So that's how you force them to get a card that's not a 5 or a 2. Okay, for the tutorial, we'll look at it. It's the 7 of hearts. Okay, and then what I do is 5 goes down, 5 goes down, but you make it look random. 5 goes down, 5 goes down. And then again, now you just start dropping cards anywhere you want. You can do odd numbers. Go, yeah, how about 3 here? How about 4 here? Just 1 here this time. 3 here, 3 more there, 2 here, maybe 2 here. And then you keep dropping, but I'm watching until I get to the last 4 cards. Okay, so you can drop as much as you want. But when you get to the last 4 cards, obviously you have to have 4 cards left. Again, make it look random, but the 2s are now going on top of the piles. So now the bottoms have a 5 and the tops have a 2. Okay, so that's how you set it up so that this card's going to end up in between a 5 and a 2. So let me just show you. 2 and a 5. So all the piles are like that, okay? So then when you take your card, and again, I don't know it at this time, you don't need to. So I'm going to find it between a 5 and a 2, okay? So you can pick any pile. And then let's just say they want to put this on top. Maybe go like this, and maybe go to the bottom this time. Then you do a little bit of magic. And then, oh, obviously, I'm sorry, I forgot. I do hand it to them and let them give it 1 cut. Then I do my magic, whatever. And then we spread them out. And it won't be on the end this time, I promise. The odds of that happening are very slim. So then I just go through real quickly, and I can already see the 7 and the 5 and the 2. So this has to be the card, because here's a 5 and a 2. Here's a 5 and a 2. Here's a 5 and a 2. It's the only one with a card in between. So every time you know that this has to be the card. So I hope you liked the trick and tutorial. This is a great trick. Give it a shot tonight. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate it. Talk to you soon, and we'll have another trick. Thank you.